Did you just get a 12-inch Kink Roaster and want to know how to put it together? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you everything about building this bike up and getting it onto the road for your kid. So there's a couple tools that you may need. You may need an adjustable wrench for some random nuts and bolts, a 15mm socket and ratchet, possibly an open-end wrench. You definitely need a set of hex tools or Allen wrenches. You also need a pedal wrench and maybe some other little doodads, and you might need a screwdriver. So yeah, let's get to it. This is how your bike comes. It comes in a box like this, and it's pretty simple to put together. Oh yeah, I forgot. You definitely need some type of air, an air nozzle, a pump, something like that to put some air in the tires. All right, so first off, you're gonna get this bike, Kink Roaster 12-inch bike. It's gonna come in this box here. It's gonna have a couple staples here. Check these out. Easiest way to bust these open is you're gonna want to put your fingers underneath where the staples are and pull the box up like so. And then you want to go on this side right here and do the same thing. And then go on this side and do the same thing. Now that we're opening it up, we got this little bad boy down here. Check out this color. This thing is crazy. If you've seen photos of it, you've definitely seen photos, but the color in person is actually bonkers. So first off, you're gonna get a little pack like this. This is gonna have all your small stuff, reflectors, chain guard, if there's one in here, pedals, just any other little things like that. Next, you're gonna see the bike like so. You're gonna pull it out like this. Here's the bike right here. And then you're also gonna get the seat like so. First, you're gonna pull off this here, and on this box here, if we don't use a screwdriver, this is the only thing it's used for. Here's a little quick tip. If you just puncture the end of the tape, now it rips super easy. So if you're having trouble with tape, try that out. You could use almost anything. Check out this seat. It's got a pretty cool seat on it. If you want to know more about this bike, hang tight, because I am going to be doing an explain and review about this bicycle here. So if you want to know more info about it, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you turn on your notifications for that video when it drops. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it up in here. Get a little tight squeeze. Boom. All right, now you got everything on here. Oh, I forgot one very important thing. Wire cutters. You could use a razor blade, but these work the best. Normally, I would throw this stuff in the trash, but we're gonna actually save it because we might end up having to sell this bike online. So we're gonna save the box. I'm gonna put everything from the box. Do you see a razor blade around here? The only thing I'm messing too. Oh yeah, there's a freaking a mountain full right there. All right, so yeah, we're gonna pull this off, kind of cut those. We got the handlebars here. Got the little bars here. All right, so what you want to do is when you're building up this bike, you want to start from the front and work your way to the back so that you don't forget any nuts and bolts. So we're going to take that one off. I'm going to cut this one as well. Oh, that one doesn't. Actually, I do need to cut it. There's these little things on here. You can squeeze them like so to pull them off easier. A little cover / guard. On the other side, to get these off, pull this one first, and then the other side just kind of pops off. We're gonna set this thing on the side right here. So next, I'm gonna pull this off here. Pull a little packaging off. Now these things get kind of tough. Check this out. These things get kind of tough. They're kind of hard to pop out of there. I like to give them a little hi. Easiest way. Kind of hurts your hand sometimes, but it's pretty fun. Rip these things off. All right, so now we got the front end going. See, the stem is crooked. This is a stem. It used to be called the gooseneck. These little bolts on the side right here is what's going to loosen this thing up so that you can spin this. So I got ADHD and I can't stand when it's crooked. I could probably put these bars on, but yeah, see. Now this bolt on the top is probably tight too. Nope, the side ones need some more. Boom. Boom. Yeah, we can turn it now. All right, so we could turn it. I'm gonna kind of just snug it up. All right, now going to the front. You got these 4 bolts. Notice how I'm not backing them all the way out. I'm just loosening them up enough till they come out of the thread. Uh-oh. Good thing I missed those handlebars. I should move them. All right, there we go. All right, now these little handlebars. Back on like so. We're gonna do the bottom bolts so that kind of holds everything on. You just gotta thread them in just a little bit, a couple turns, just so it holds. Once it holds, then you can reach back and grab an Allen wrench, spin a little bit more. I'm not gonna tighten it super tight. I'm just gonna kind of go a little bit tighter until it starts kind of grabbing. And these bolts already got grease in it, so you don't have to worry about greasing the bolts. One of these is pretty tight. That one, maybe this one. It's a little rough. All right. So come up here and look on the top. If you look down, you can see little knurling. You want to have the knurl pretty even on both sides. So when you pull the bars up, you can back up now. Pull the bars up. You can have them even, and they're going to be pretty straight with the fork. Now, on these stems, you want to tighten the cap evenly. Stay over there so you can see. You want to evenly tighten up the cap, the top and the bottom, and make sure the gap is even. And then you want to slowly kind of snug these down. See how the gap's even? All right, now go back to the front. So we're going to go top, kind of cross it right here. Like so. That'll keep your stem tight. Next, we're going to go to the front wheel. Front wheel. Oh man, these things are on here tight so they don't lose them. But the problem with that is they're too tight and one of these nuts is going to get stuck on here. So you want to put the wrench on one side, put the wrench on the other side. One broke free, so this one broke free. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the dropout, because no matter what you do, that other side's not going to come out. We're also going to hook this little hook into the dropout and tighten this on here. Okay, now that it's snug on there, we can go right here on this side. Turn it a little bit. Now that one's loose. Flip it around on this side. Now both of them are loose. So a little trick to get your bike rolling and get those axle nuts. That definitely can be a problem for a lot of people. That's an easy solution. I hope that helped. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if that helped you. Make sure you get stuff from stackbmx.com so I can do more of these videos and give you more information about your bikes. So now we got this on here. We got the other side. Make sure you put the washer inside the dropout hole right there. It's called the safety washer. And I snug this up and then snug this one up on the other side. If you need this tool, you could head over to stackbmx.com and pick yourself up one of these Odyssey tools. They're pretty awesome. All right, we got that done. Now we're gonna go to this other stuff and cut this stuff off. More paper. Look at these long cranks, super long. Got Launch and Lance forks. If you know who that is, big shout out to him. I always run into him randomly. It's pretty cool. Those aren't his signature forks, but it reminded me of him, so I had to bring them up. So Lance, if you're watching this, leave me a comment, dude. All right, another one on this side. Now these bikes come 90% built, which is really cool. So you don't really have to do too much stuff to it. Here's that other one. Pull that off. All right, so next up, bike is pretty much done. You see that? There's not really too much to do. If you have any questions or anything like that I didn't answer in here, go ahead and leave me a comment. I'll try to answer as many as I can. If you want to know this bike and everything, all the specs, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and watch the explainer review on this bike, and I'll tell you everything about the bike, including the specs and all that stuff. So next up is a little bit of grease on the pedals. What I like to do is just barely hit on the edge. You could even maybe scrape it. Go around. You get like a itchiness. All right, so the pedals, the one without the lines is gonna go on the right side. They also have a little R right here. So right side. So we're gonna spin these on a little bit. And this one will go on the left side. Oh, this one with the lines, see how there's a bunch of lines? That one will go on the left side. So. And this one's got a coaster brake, so we can't, I don't know if we can, what the hell? All right. If it doesn't go in there finger tight, then you probably got them on the wrong side. So you might want to switch them over, but make sure you look for that R and the L. The L is for left. Sometimes the pedals have stickers on it. All right, so now we get the pedal wrench going around. And the threads are opposite, so the right side is regular threads. And the left side is opposite threads. Crank and pedal is kind of in a weird position. You want to turn it. All right. All right, so that's everything on there. We do have reflectors. It also comes with this little sheet where it has more tools and stuff like that. Owner's manual. Check this out. This got a new graphic kit on it. Actually, I think this one's a little bit older, but it's one of the newer ones. There's another one that's pretty common, but it comes with a sticker kit. reflectors and all this other stuff, but we're just gonna keep this stuff and wheel reflectors if you want to put it on there. But this guy's jumping trails, fool's going nuts, jumping 40-foot gaps, so he don't need no reflectors. All right, next up, you're gonna put air in here. The number one thing people want to know is what size tube and everything. This is how you find the tube. Right here on the side, it's going to have a 12.5 x 2 1/4 or 2.125. That's what the tire is going to be. If you're looking for the air pressure, if you rotate it right here, you can see it say inflate to 35 psi right here. So where did our freaking trusty... This one might not even fit it. Nice. All right, we got it on there. $45. See that? We're good. All right. So put the valve cap back on. Oh, shoot. So this one here, we're gonna do the same thing. $35. Pull this off. All right, almost through. Got a couple more things. Chain and everything, wheels usually pretty tight. I usually don't check them, but if you want to, you can check them. But see, they're pretty freaking tight on there. Yeah, they're pretty tight. This screwdriver, this is the one thing that you might not have seen on the coaster brake. This thing needs to stay tight. So it is, so we're good. That's nice. Also too, if you notice the chain's really tight, the reason why it's really tight is so that when it stretches, it loosens up and it doesn't fall off the sprocket. So keep that in mind. Now going to the front. So the front, we're gonna try to align with the wheel. So notice how it's crooked right now. So we're gonna align it right now. Somewhere around there. If the headset shakes like this one's doing, what I like to do is I like to tighten the stem down just a hair. That's probably too much. Oh yeah, see. And then tighten up this top bolt, and this thing will pull it tighter. But don't tighten this one all the way, just keep it snug. So now it spins a little bit tighter. So when it loosens up, it'll be at a good tension. Tighten up the bolts on each side. There you go. You went from the front to the back. You know everything's tight. If we're, it's only missing one thing. We got the little owner's manual / tag on it. Also too, what little guy is going to be riding with that seat that high? Tighten up the seat. Boom. There you go. And that's how you build up the 12-inch Kink Roaster BMX bike. Head over to stackbmx.com and pick yourself up one.